Hello, little Presling. It's been about 100 days since I threw away the controller and tried to play on keyboard and mouse. So in this video, I'm going to be going over everything all the way from day 30 to day 100, except I didn't play every single day for 100 days straight. So there's going to be some gaps in between there, but I'll show every single day I did actually play on. I think you guys are going to be really shocked by how much better I got. So let's go ahead and get started with my 100-day progression from controller to keyboard and mouse. Also, don't forget to use code PRESSEVENT in the item shop. Here's just a recap in case you missed my other two progression videos. On days 1 through 7, I was mainly just trying to get the hang of building. Around day 8 and 9, I actually started to get used to all of my builds. Every day from there on, I practiced with aim training, practiced more of my building, practiced my editing until the 30th day where I actually started to get the hang of moving around with WASD a little better. All right, so that's just a quick recap. Now, let's take a look at day 31. On day 31, or I don't know which day I played on, honestly. The dates are all screwed up. I'll just say for the next day, I legit jumped straight into a challenge where I had to try to go from bronze to unreal, which looking back at it now, I obviously was not prepared for that. The video's right here if you want to watch that. But wait till this video's over first, okay? Please don't go watch that right now. And I don't want to spoil anything, so yeah, like if you want to watch that, then make sure you go watch that after this video. On day 33, I just practiced my building a little bit more by doing some 1v1s and box fights. And yeah, I know I'm on direct 12 in this. Before you go into the comments and tell me to change the performance mode, just chill, okay? I literally switched to performance mode like later on in the video. Try to keep your head on until then. And honestly, I don't really know what I was doing here. So when I look back at this, I just realized how garbage I actually was at the game. Like, bro, what the heck was I doing? Like I said, I was mainly just trying to practice my building. So I went into a 1v1 map by myself and just practiced doing all sorts of different build moves. Anyways, after that, I decided to ask Framed if I could 1v1 his friend. And if you don't know who Framed is, he's just my cousin. Anyways, I was getting a little arrogant, I guess you could say at this point, because I thought I could beat his friend in a 1v1. I was wrong, okay? I'm openly admitting that I was wrong, so I'm sorry. And you would think that after getting humbled like that I would just kind of give up and accept that I'm just not as good as I thought I was. But no, I decided to rematch him in box fights instead. Now, box fights went a little bit better, and I actually managed to eliminate him a few times, which was surprising. But he's also on like super high ping, so I don't know. I think I'm still pretty bad. Bro, like what was I doing here? Yeah, I don't even know what that was. Honestly, I'm just not gonna lie. That was literally probably the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And then yeah, like a few more rounds later, we ended up finishing the 1v1 in the box fights, but for some reason I don't have the last clip for that, so I'm just gonna assume I won, okay? I probably didn't win, but it's okay. After that, I ended up playing some Zone Wars, and I actually eliminated him with this pretty good peak, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that was all for day 33. So on day 35, I built this monstrosity of a structure. I have no idea how I built that, but yeah, that was something, all right. But after that, I decided to practice my building in slow motion just to see if I could get the hang of doing certain mechanics I'd been trying to learn. If you speed the slow motion footage up, it actually looks like I'm pretty decent at building, which is kind of sad that that's how bad I was. But yeah, after practicing that, I played some more box fights because that seemed to be what helped me the most, even though I did get crapped on by this Renegade Raider. But anyways, I decided to practice my tunneling a little bit more, and then I full boxed and 200 pumped this Ghost. Please laugh at my joke. But yeah, I realized that I needed to be practicing my box fights without like a ton of people. So instead of doing box PvP, I played some Piece Control 1v1 and Piece Control 2v2, mainly 2v2 though. And when I look at this, I'm just honestly very disappointed in myself. Like I just missed like every single shot. Bro, like hit a shot. Anyways, I just kind of got crapped on a few more times. And yeah, this is honestly just not the best of my clips, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I've had better. So yeah, for the rest of that day, I mainly just played box fights because that's just where I saw the most improvement. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the rest of that day. Wasn't anything too special. So on day 35, I switched it up a little bit and played a little bit of Tilted Zone Wars, which if you know, you know, it just has some of the sweatiest players in it for absolutely no reason at all. Yet I still managed to get a few wins somehow. Look, I mean, the progression was showing. I was getting better very quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and let some of my Tilted Zone Wars gameplay play out for you guys. Also, sorry if there's a bad echo. I just moved to a new house, so the room I'm in is not full yet, so there's a really bad echo so far, but you're gonna have to just deal with it for the rest of the video. Sorry in advance. After I finished with Tilted Zone Wars, I 1v1'd one of my subscribers in a box fight map. If you want to have the chance to 1v1 me, make sure you join the Discord server. It's linked in the description. But yeah, you'll see me chatting in there every once in a while. And also, our community is just really cool, so there's no reason for you to not join the Discord server. So what are you waiting for? Just go ahead and do it right now, right there in the description. Anyways, we ended up finishing the box fight with me winning 10-5. So it was just pretty cool that I was already getting more comfortable with my builds. And able to fight people a little better. But after box fights, we actually ended up 1v1ing in just a normal 1v1 map, in which I still was able to eliminate him quite a few times. And I actually ended up beating him there too with a score of 6-4. We were going to 5, but it was win by 2, so. But after that, I ended up playing some Peace Control 2v2 with random people, and I actually 2v1'd this team, which was pretty good considering I was still not that great. But after doing some 2v2 Peace Control, I decided to do some 1v1 Peace Control with another one of my subscribers, who was actually my first member on the channel and also one of the first members to join the Discord server. Me and him had switched to keyboard and mouse around the same time, so we were comparing progressions for a while. But anyways, he ended up winning in the 1v1 Peace Control, so I guess I just had to take that L. So afterwards, we 1v1'd to practice our 1v1 fighting skills, but for some reason I also don't have the last clip for that 1v1, so I have no idea who won. I'm gonna assume he did, only because his score was higher than mine. But after that eventful day, fighting multiple people, I decided to practice with some Peace Control tunnels in Raiders Mechanics map. This was mainly just to help me get the hang of using Peace Control on my enemies, but those Peace Control tunnels wrapped up day 37. I started on day 40 with some 3v3 Peace Control, and I mainly just clipped my personal best eliminations and just weird moments, which I actually got this one guy super low to where I was able to pickaxe him, which he was probably very mad about that. And eventually we ended up winning that game 9-0 because the other team rage quit. After that, I 1v1'd another subscriber in a box fight map, and he's also in my Discord server. And keep in mind, he plays on Nintendo Switch and still managed to get a lot of points on me, which I am not proud of at all. So after that, I played some more 1v1s with random people so I could practice my building while fighting people. And this was like one of my first full boxes I've ever done, so that was pretty cool. So I kind of just 1v1 people for the rest of the day, and then I got off. I actually didn't even play Fortnite for like another 5 days, so the next day I have is day 45. Like I said, there's gonna be lots of gaps in the days, and some of them are gonna be way bigger gaps than the other ones. But anyways, for the start of the day, I played some box PvP just to see if I'd gotten any better, and I think it's safe to say that I got way better. I mean, just look at this 200 pump from behind a right peak. Like, I'm just saying that's pretty good for day 45. But then I got 200 pumped, which made me want to just quit. So that's what I did. I stopped playing that map for the rest of the day, but instead I just played Peace Control 1v1 again. And afterwards, I played a game of Battle Royale, which was something I hadn't done in a while. And I ended up dying to someone wearing the exact same skin as me, but they were literally just like 5 HP. Like, look at this. I hit them for 195. It's stuff like that that honestly just really annoys me, but it's okay. I ended up playing another game, but I stepped away from my computer when I queued up for the game. So I ended up just falling out of the bus with a bunch of other people, and someone was trying to catch us and just get a bunch of free elims. But thankfully I came back before I landed, and I was able to stop this nonsense. But anyways, I played the game through all the way until I got absolutely beamed and got 21st place. But anyways, after that, I tried some Fortnite settings tips videos to help boost my performance, which ended up making my game look like this. So I turned that off. But this was where I switched to performance mode. I just know a lot of you guys are sighing in relief right now that you don't have to stare at my game in Direct 12 anymore. And trust me, it really boosted my performance a lot. But I want to talk to you about something that'll boost your performance even more than this. I'm talking about Miz Tweaks. Miz Tweaks is a tool that helps you get the most out of your system by running custom performance commands and optimizing your PC to get the best performance you can get. For PC users, Miz Tweaks gives you 3 different options to choose from. Or if you're like me and want it all, you can grab the ultimate package, which includes FPS boost tweaks, low input delay tweaks, and lowered ping tweaks. So basically, you're just getting the absolute best performance you can get. And console players, don't worry. Miz Tweaks also has console tweak packages that are designed to help you squeeze out every last drop of performance from your PlayStation or Xbox, including better responsiveness and stability in competitive games. What really sets Miz Tweaks apart is that it doesn't just claim to improve performance, it's trusted by tons of users. And the reviews, they're all third-party certified, so you know it's not just hype. Use my link in the pinned comment and the description, and you can get 50% off of your Miz Tweaks purchase. Now, let's get back to the video. Now that I was on performance mode, I could tell a huge difference from the delay of my builds in-game, and this is honestly where my improvement really started to pick up. I played some Peace Control 1v1 again, in which I was actually improving significantly quick. I mean, just look at this improvement. It's just insane. I basically just full pieced this guy. But all the days of playing Peace Control really helped me get used to my builds 100%. I fully knew how to build pretty much anything as long as I practiced it now. And I was getting down placing my cones in people's boxes, which is really important if you're trying to win more fights. Anyways, I ended up winning the game 10-0, which just shows how much better I had gotten. And then I played another game of Peace Control 1v1 with another random person, in which I won again. This time it was way closer of a game, but Peace Control 1v1 was really helping me out a lot, so I didn't stop there. I kept playing Peace Control 1v1 pretty much for the rest of the day, and then once I was done, I got off for the day. The next day, I decided to load into a game of The Pit, which was something I hadn't done in a while. In fact, I hadn't even played The Pit since my first progression video. After that, I played some 1v1 realistics and got this pretty sick elimination elimination by teleporting up to the top, and I actually almost died of fall damage. Like 1 second later, I would have hit the ground and just died. So it was really good timing. But after a few more rounds, they ended up beating me. But I decided to just go ahead and play the pit again. And I was actually getting way better. You can just see it in my overall awareness, aim, and my builds, that I was just getting more comfortable on keyboard and mouse. But afterwards, I did end up playing some meme box fights. Yeah. I'm not proud of it either. But after that, me and my friend played some Battle Royale. We got 4th place, but we ended up playing some box fights after that, and we ended up winning that. But anyways, that wrapped up day 48. Going into day 50, I played some infinite box fights free-for-all, and I actually hit this insane one pump on someone who is literally in the air, and then I proceeded to hit my first triple edit. For no reason, I just did my first triple edit. Honestly, I'm also really confused. Why am I not in performance mode in these clips? I literally just switched to performance mode like a couple days before. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Just for your sake, I'm gonna skip that day. I didn't even really do anything that day except mainly just play box fights and 1v1s. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next day, which is day 59. Here we go. Now we're back in performance mode. I was mainly just in Side Flip's build map because I was trying to learn some different high ground retakes and build moves. One of the main things I was trying to get down was being able to hit a triple edit pretty consistently. I know I did it that one time in that box fight map, but I wasn't really able to do it super consistently ever since then. So that's what I was mainly just trying to practice. So yeah, I was just practicing different retakes for a while. Some advice I have is to actually get good at building, you need to challenge yourself. Don't choose to not learn a certain build move just because it's too difficult for you. You need to actually push yourself to learn that build move because you're overall just gonna be a better builder after you learn that move. That's what I was doing for a while with triple edits, and now today it led to me being able to do all sorts of different build moves. One specific build move I was trying to learn at this time was a triple edit into a slight cone flip, then into a triple edit down. I was getting way better at my ramp flips after practicing them for a while. Anyways, after I was done practicing my tarping, I went and played some infinite box fights again. At this point, I was actually starting to play a lot smarter, knowing when somebody was gonna jump into my box so I could pre-fire them, and I was even just getting really good at tracking where my opponents were. Not to mention, my aim was also getting way better. I realized that if I just took my time on each shot, I was more likely to hit a headshot than if I was to just quickly shoot and hope that I would hit it. And if they're a bad enough player, they're most likely still gonna miss while you're taking your time to shoot. But it was at this point in my progression where I was really grinding infinite box fights. I really wanted to get good enough to where I could just eliminate anybody who just jumped into my box. And most players in infinite box fights do that a lot. So it was really good practice for me. When I finished up with infinite box fights, I played a 1v1 map with random people. I knew that grinding 1v1s and box fights was really a great way to improve quickly. If you're trying to get better on keyboard and mouse, take it from me, you should be grinding about 90% creative and 10% epic games experiences. You know, like Battle Royale, Reload, OG, etc. Creative is the best way to put yourself face to face with a variety of different players that have different fighting methods. And since I don't want to be over repetitive, I'm going to be skipping the next couple days and going straight to day 63. On day 63, I 1v1'd Rev Halo again, but this time I won. It was already obvious that I was getting way better at this point. I was noticing that my overall building and editing speed was just way faster. So afterwards, we played Zone Wars with fun times pretty much for the rest of the day. Well, not really actually, because I ended up playing some more infinite box fights and then maybe a few games of 2v2 realistics. But that was pretty much all for day 63. The next day I have recorded is day 66. I ended up playing some 2v1 realistics, but I really don't want to talk about it because I basically just got crapped on the whole time. So afterwards, I played more infinite box fights. Hey, I told you I literally was grinding infinite box fights a lot. I was already elite in this map, almost champion. To finish off the day, I really wanted to make my own 1v1 map. So I started working on a 1v1 map, and my cousin Framed helped me test it out, but there were lots of issues with it, and I ended up just scrapping this 1v1 map. Even though it was decent, it just didn't seem like a very precision type 1v1 map. But that was all for day 66. On day 70, I played some 2v2 realistics for most of the day, and then I played a couple matches of box fights. After that, I decided to actually make a good 1v1 map. So I made one that was themed around the ocean and overall had a super clean look to it. At this time, it wasn't done, so it wasn't published at this time, but I basically just worked on it for a little bit. Afterwards, I did end up live streaming and doing 1v1s with my viewers, and that was honestly a really fun time. And there was this one moment where I boxed Term, which is, again, one of my subscribers and another person in my Discord server. Man, I'm telling you, you gotta join the Discord if you want to have chances to 1v1 me. But I basically just did 1v1s for a couple hours until I decided that I wanted to make another video. So I decided to do a unique idea where I would try to win a game of OG while playing by the rules that a bot would have to play by. But anyways, after doing that challenge, I worked on my 1v1 map for a little bit more, and then once that was done, that wrapped up day 70. On day 71, I live streamed me working on the 1v1 map a little bit more and kind of just worked on bug fixes and added a few things to the map, including the donator wall, which was a limited time thing where people at the stream could donate and get their name put up on the wall. Now, while this 1v1 map looked great, there was one problem. To players that played on console, their graphics are turned up all the way. So all the lighting effects and water really didn't make this 1v1 map good for performance, which is why I eventually ended up making this map, which is my 1v1 map that has absolutely zero delay. I'm trying to get more people to play it so it can become a more active map. But yeah, afterwards I played some more infinite box fights.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Then I played some Battle Royale, and I actually ended up winning the game. Afterwards, I ended up doing a 1v1 with another one of my subscribers, Apex, and he actually had the highest donation on the donor wall of $20, W Apex. After I finished that, I was getting closer to publishing my 1v1 map and was playtesting it with Rev Halo. So we basically were just 1v1ing. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, only because it'll just get very boring. But yeah, that was basically it for day 71. So going into day 72, I decided to try something different. I had always seen videos about people talking about stretched res and how it makes the Fortnite character's head bigger and how you hit more headshots and stuff. So I decided to give it a try. Now, having a stretched res kind of did help for a little bit, but after a while, it kind of made me worse. At one point, I turned it off, and to this day, I still have it off because I personally just like playing Fortnite without a stretched res. But yeah, I didn't really get on that much for that day. But at the end of the day, I did end up making a box PvP map, so I was kind of just goofing around on that for a while. Also, when I loaded out of my map, apparently I had a gift from Fade, and he gifted me the stargazing emote, which is very random, but hey, I appreciate it, Fade. But for all the days until day 80, I literally just worked on my 1v1 map. I didn't really play that much, so there's not much footage for those days. But on day 80 was the day I actually got to publish my map. So I basically just played it with Term. He got to be the first person to ever play it while it was published. But yeah, that's just pretty boring. We just 1v1. But then I actually published my box fight map, and me and Term also tested that out as well. But yeah, the box fight map is pretty cool. It has this aquarium look to it, so it's just really unique. At this point, I was getting way faster. Also, this was the day I got a new keyboard, the Royal Kludge, whatever. I don't know what model it was, but it was a pretty solid keyboard, really good budget keyboard, and it had a really satisfying sound to it. Something that's really important about keyboard and mouse is that you invest into a good keyboard and mouse because you'll truly see your progress increase significantly. Anyways, the next day is day 81. I have no idea when I learned to quad edit because this is the first clip I see of me quad editing, and it looks like I just already knew how to do it, so I have no clue. Me and a couple subscribers ended up playing my box fight map at the end of that day, and then I played some 2v2 realistics with Frame. I actually did this pretty good clutch considering he died, and it's actually insane that I was able to actually fight a duo by myself. Anyways, I played a duos reload game and humiliated this guy with 2 HP, and I actually had insane loot this game. And then we ended up winning that game. Afterwards, we played a battle royale game, and I made somebody die of fall damage. That's all I have to say about the whole battle royale game. Honestly, I wasn't gonna even talk about this game, but I just thought it was funny that I made him fall. Yeah. Sorry. Then I kind of just grinded reload for the rest of the day in solos just to test all that I had been learning. And then I got greedy in Storm and tried to get this guy's loot for some reason, which cost the whole game. I probably could have won that game, but yeah, that's kind of sad. But that pretty much ended day 82. I'm gonna skip the next few days only because I literally did the same thing over and over again. I played my map, played box fights, free-for-all box fights, did realistics, played a few games, you know, just literally the exact same stuff I'd been doing the past few days. And I don't want it to get super boring, so I'm not gonna talk about those days. I was gonna skip to day 90, but I kind of just realized the days after 90 are also kind of just the exact same thing. I'll briefly talk about them just so it doesn't seem like I'm skipping a bunch of days. I played a game of Reload, then I 1v1'd another person from my Discord server, Liam FN. This kid's also on Nintendo Switch, so it's kind of funny. I didn't realize how many people in my Discord played on Nintendo Switch, but I absolutely just crapped on him. And then we played Battle Royale. I mean, you know the routine by this point. Afterwards, I played Box Fights FFA. Again. Then after that, I played a game of Reload. Then after that, I played more Box FFA. My routine honestly was really just the same thing for the next few days. I didn't really realize how much I repeated the same stuff. So on the next day, day 91, I played more Box Fights FFA, but then I finally did something that I hadn't done in a while. I played some Peace Control 2v2. I absolutely cooked in that and got quite a few eliminations, and I actually hit a really clean 200 pump. And I didn't just do it once. I hit a 200 pump a good few times. Then I got knocked at one point, but there was this really weird bug to where I was able to emote while I was knocked, so it really threw the opponent off because I was just grittying around. How did bro miss that shot? I had this bug pretty much for the rest of the game, so every time I got knocked, I was kind of just emoting for fun. But anyways, I hit this really clean 200 pump from a ramp flip, which was just insane because I was already editing way faster while also hitting a lot of headshots. So anyways, to switch it up, I played some Go Goated Zone Wars with a few friends. So anyways, it wasn't anything special, just, you know, typical game of Go Goated with only 4 people in it though. And then my moderator Winky was talking crap about me while we were playing Duos Reload, reload, so I full boxed and 200 pumped him. Afterwards, I played again in my 1v1 map and in my box fight map, you know, just the same old typical routine, and that was pretty much all for day 92. Day 93, I did the same stuff again. I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm getting bored myself just talking about what I did, so I'm truly and deeply sorry, but we're gonna have to skip to day 97 where I actually switched it up and did something different. Now, the beginning of day 97 wasn't anything different at all. In fact, I just played more infinite box fights. Honestly, it's just really boring. But something I was doing that was different was using a custom crosshair. I'd always heard that custom crosshairs could make your aim a lot better, so I decided to give it a try. And do I still have a custom crosshair to this day? Yeah, no, I don't. Honestly, I just think it's a way for people to make an excuse for having bad aim. But Framed and 2 of his friends and I played some 2v2 realistics, in which one of his friends was dancing on me while I was knocked. So we got karma the next round. Yeah, buddy, take that. Freak. But we kind of just did 2v2s for a while, and it actually was helping me get way better. I was already getting way faster with my edits, and the accuracy of my edits was way better. Afterwards, I ended up just playing in my box fight map again. This time it was with a group of people from my Discord server. I really think we should talk about this. This literally looks like I have aimbot. That's where my name comes from, man. Precision. I got that precision aim. But anyways, after finishing box fights, I got off for the day. The next day, I played some more infinite box fights. Wow, I know, what a shocker. But I did play some 2v2 piece control. Harry and I absolutely cooked in that, sort of. Ish. Day 98 was literally just that and then playing more FFA box fights. But the next day, Framed and his friends wanted us to do kind of a tournament thing in box fights just to see who was the best box fight player. I'm not entirely sure who won. I don't think we actually finished the tournament. But afterwards, I ended up making my no delay 1v1 map that I talked about earlier, and I actually published it the same day and played it with a couple of my subscribers on stream. I've had multiple people tell me that the map actually has 0 delay and that they really love the map, so definitely go give it a try if you want to experience true 0 delay. Afterwards, I played some 2v2 realistics again. Whatever, I'm joking. This is a big day because I was getting way better, and also it's the last day before day 100. As you can see, I was able to get ramps into people's boxes and flip them and just get the opponent super confused, so I was already getting way better with my piece control. You could actually say I was starting to master it at this point. But that was pretty much all for day 99. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Day 100. I kind of practiced getting better crosshair placement with my mouse so I could actually get perfect edits. Now, this was really important because I really wanted to make sure my edits were the best they could be. As you can see, I was actually hitting my edits really well and really quickly, so I was doing way better than I was before. I ended up playing some more Battle Royale and then also played some more box fights, you know, just the typical routine. And the reason I'm kind of skipping through day 100 is because I have something even better lined up. But really quick, I do want you to take a look at how I'm playing in these clips compared to day 1 of my keyboard and mouse progression. It's truly insane how much better I'd gotten over the span of just 100 days. And considering I didn't even play every single day for 100 days, I think I made some really good progress. But that was all for day 100. Now, since this is my last progression video, and I got this video out 4 months later than I wanted to, I'm gonna do something to make this progression video the best one yet. I'm going to be 1v1ing Framed in the 1v1 box fight map, just like I did on my first progression video. Now, technically, this is not gonna be within the span of 100 days. Realistically, I got this video out way later than I planned to, so this part of the video is going to be around the 150 to 170 day mark, but I hope you don't mind and still enjoy this. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. You remember on days 7, whenever we did the...
Yeah.
Flashback.
If you beat me, I will send you $20.
Okay, what about an 8-kill lead? You only have to kill me twice.
End of flashback.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this time, if you beat me, I'll give you your 20 back.
Ooh, okay, let's do it.
Woo!
Alright, first to 10, right?
Yeah, it's just whatever the box fight map says. I think it.
Yeah.
I think it does 10.
I'm pretty sure it's 10, yeah.
I'm already sweating and we haven't even started yet.
Bro, tell me about it. I just got on. Oh my gosh.
It's after day 100, like quite a bit. So I have a new mouse, new keyboard, and a new CPU. So I'm able to get a stable 240 FPS now. Do AR. You know, no spamming.
With 180?
Yeah.
Alright, I don't have 0 ping right now, so.
Me either, bro.
Oh my.
Wow, I'm whiffing my edits.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got way better. Alright, I'm locked. Wow.
I got stuck, bro. Oh, you can see me.
Okay.
Alright. You know what's crazy is that the first time we did the box fight, you had an 8-kill lead on me.
Yeah, I know. This
Just to
time
make
it's
it
legit.
fair.
Oh man. Oh my.
No! I shot.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm locked. Oh my.
That was bad.
Oh my
that
gosh.
was bad. That was bad.
You had everything.
Oh, that was so dumb. Uh-oh. Yep.
I was so worried I was gonna miss that shot.
Whoa! No! Okay.
Let me lock in.
Bro, there's no way you're gonna
It was on
lose it this
purpose.
bad. Come on.
Don't even.
Oh, that was bad. Oh my gosh, what a shot.
That was mine in the first place. Wow. Oh my.
Oh, that was dumb.
Okay, we're good. Oh.
I tried to put a wall there.
Oh my gosh, I had to reload. Come on. Why did I do that?
Oh, you got that. No, I got stuck, dude. You just got me stuck. That was already your wall, bro.
Oh really? What am I doing?
What are you doing? That was really weird. Oh, I tried to put a wall. What?
Smart.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, we're tied. Oh, we're tied. It's half. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
I have to reload. I'm dead. Wait, are you actually letting me win? Thank you. I literally just sat there.
No way, we're still doing this.
Oh, smart.
No!
Oh my gosh!
Oh no, I gotta play weird for a second.
No way! Oh my gosh!
Definitely did not. I'm dead.
Oh my gosh, the mantle just almost sold you.
Oh my gosh! I'm actually getting crapped on. Hold up.
9-5, bro.
I'm just telling you, this is not the last round.
Are you sure about that?
This video will be long. Don't worry. It is not ending right here.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, you definitely improved.
I don't know you, that's 20. Let's go. GG, bro.
GG's, bro. Wait, do I send you money or what?
No, it wasn't a bet. At the time of posting this video, we are almost at 13,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to 50K by the end of the year, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you truly enjoyed the video, and drop a comment down below of your favorite moment, or if you just have any questions about keyboard and mouse. Have an amazing day, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, I'm serious, you really should be using code PRESFN in the item shop. It helps me out a ton, okay?